just a couple of quick announcements I want to put out here too for some meetings we got coming up. Let's see here. We got a regular meeting on the 18th, next Tuesday, and we have David his Onanian. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but he's going to be here. He's a software engineer. He was living paycheck to paycheck, and he's advanced to a full-time real estate investor. So that'll be real interesting. Attend live if you can. It's at the Moolah Shrine Center, and we meet now at 12545 Fifi in the Oasis room. That's on the lower level. There's more information on our website, STLREIA.com. And then on the 19th, we've got a virtual meeting, how to do short-term rentals with a self-directed IRA. This is virtual only from Equity Trust. This is a workshop. You want to be sure to enroll. And I'll put the links in the chat before this is over today, but that's one you can find also on our website. So this is really good. It's all brand new, and they've just updated a lot of things. So I think I seen Kathie on here somewhere. Hi, Kathie, are you with us here today? Let's see right now.
She's on there.
She's on here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice
Okay.
suntan.
Suntan, yeah, she's been on vacation. Yeah.
I have.
Nice. Yeah, good to see you. How are you?
I'm good. I've been on a cruise.
Oh, where'd you go?
Fort Lauderdale to Turks and Caicos, Dominican Republic, St. Thomas, and the Bahamas.
Wow. Nice. Did you want to come home or not?
No. We almost didn't. Our flight got canceled. Our baggage got lost. The whole cruise was great. It was a little bit iffy getting back.
Wow.
And I can tell you that everybody to get on the cruise had to be vaccinated, boosted, tested, and they had to wear a mask.
Mhm.
And we didn't seem to have any COVID on the ship. So we felt
Great.
pretty good. And then, of course, in the Caribbean, all your activities are pretty much outside. So we weren't in close quarters inside with anybody. And I would say the ship was about half full.
Wow.
So despite what you're hearing in the news, it was fine. I mean, it wasn't any scarier than it is going to court for me.
I believe that.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back.
Thanks. It's good to see everybody.
Hmm?
And I know that we've talked about how I'm usually going to do this on the first Friday, but there I was floating around the Caribbean.
I honestly, I expected to hear from you or not.
Oh,
hear
yeah.
from you.
Kathie.
Yeah, that you weren't coming back today.
So I always say this, I don't have a lot that's new. And then I find 5 things I can talk about, right?
Great.
We have jury trial delays in the city and the county for a few weeks each. Everything's being put off. We're not sure how long that will be extended. This Omicron thing, they say it's peaking, so maybe we'll get back to those. I have a bunch of them that are floating around that I'm afraid I'm going to get slammed all at once. I have one a week from Monday that might or might not be a jury trial. And we'll in St. Charles, and those are not stayed at this point. So we'll see what happens with that. Our dockets are a huge pain in the butt right now because they're telling the defendants in the summonses that this is in the city and the county. In St. Charles, I think everything's in person. I don't think they're doing remote, but or Jefferson. But in the city and the county where the big dockets are, they're getting summonses that say they can show up in person or show up remote. And so we find ourselves really doing a lot of running around to take care of all that. Our docket yesterday in the county, which was huge, actually went really well. It just worked out that we didn't have any defendants for once that were completely stupid. And the people that showed up in person, I mean, if I'm evicting one of your tenants for you, tell them if they want to go to court to show up in person early and we will get them in and out fast. The people who called in by phone or appeared by WebEx had to wait because it just takes longer to get through that process. But we were getting through it, Christine and I, more quickly than we thought we would. We got our 9 o'clock docket done by 11:30. Now, I will tell you, in the before times, we had our 9 o'clock docket done by like 9:15 or 9:30 if a lot of people showed up. And, you know, the way they used to order it was we would have our docket at 9, motions at 9:30 and trials at 10. Well, since it's taking all morning to do the docket, motions and trials are in the afternoon. It's a longer day for the judges. It's a long day for us. We don't mind. I mean, we'll stay there all day. It's fine. I just think it's cumbersome the way it's being done now. And like I said, I would encourage people in courts where you're given the option to show up in person because it's just faster. It's more efficient. And you can easily park in Clayton now. It's not a problem. No one's coming there. So you can grab a meter right by the courthouse. I don't know how some of these people hang on their phones so long. I don't know how their battery stuff. My battery would be gone if I was hanging on from 9 o'clock to 11:30. The city, we have a new judge in the city, and that's always, you know, a little painful while they get used to everything. Our judge this week was very good. He was very good natured. And I think he's already seen things that he can do to be more quick and more efficient. And in the city, the way we're doing it is Chris goes down there and I stay in the office and handle the online people. And that just, it's not as efficient as the county. But I think the new judge will make some headway with that. The big problem that we're having more in the city than in the county is long delays for trials. Okay, so like yesterday or Wednesday in the city, our trial settings were pretty much towards the end of February, which I think is too unacceptably long. And hopefully when the new judge gets used to us, like our judge in the county got used to us, you know, a couple of years ago, and he realized when we started doing trials that if we had 10 trials set, Christine and I would go in and, you know, half of them don't show up anyway. They just ask for a trial to get a delay. And then the ones that show up, we'd get most of them settled before the judge even came on the bench. And he could easily set, I mean, in the old times, we used to have 20 trials set at 10 o'clock and everybody would be done by lunch, you know. So we're hoping to move back towards that environment. And we are doing trials in person. They haven't, the bench trials, the rent and possession bench trials and what have you are being done in person. They have not yanked that back from us yet. Our new judge in the county, our new presiding judge, Judge Mary Elizabeth Ott, is taking a very strict approach to these motions to make judgments secret. I still would encourage you, because a lot of judgments were made secret last year, and I'm not really sure what they're doing in the city yet under our new judge. But in the county, Mary Elizabeth Ott is making all the motions to raise the security level come to her, and she's pretty much denying them unless there's a really good reason. And a really good reason would be something like it's provable that the person has like a stalker or something, and they can't have their information be public. So, and that's rare. I mean, we will consent to it if there's proof of that. We don't want anyone to get shot by their ex, but and you don't want anyone shot by their ex at your property, so it works out. But we think that's still gotten a lot more strict, but we still want to encourage you to do more than just check CaseNet when you're checking. Definitely check CaseNet, but do more than that. And we also want to encourage you, when you see a CaseNet case that has a satisfaction of judgment filed, that means they've paid it. So we want to encourage people to do that. So we want to encourage landlords to accept someone if they have a judgment in the past, but it's been paid, because that means maybe they got themselves into a fix, but at least they were responsible and they got it paid off. So we're trying to, like I said, encourage the behavior going forward for people to pay this and get their judgment satisfied, and have the landlords recognize that that's someone, you know, who's worthy of another chance. So we'd like to encourage you to do that. I know there's a question in the chat, and it's something about how long approval takes from SAFER, and do they have money or they run out. Before I went out of town, we had heard that ERAP had run out of money. I still had people in court yesterday who were saying that they were approved and supposed to be getting money from ERAP, but they may have applied before it ran out. I'm not sure about SAFER. Before I left, SAFER has still had money, but I don't know now. Does anybody else know? Dave, maybe? Dave's good at SAFER.
I believe it's still there's still money, they're still advertising it. We're still getting applications for it. So as of earlier this week,
Okay. Do you know how long it takes?
it's,
Yeah.
it varies. It really varies. We've had some come in a couple of weeks, and we've had some take several weeks, and it's really hard to determine what it is. And sometimes the money just shows up, and other times we got to, keep pushing them to give us an answer. So there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Well, I appreciate that, Dave. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but
That's right.
I feel like that's the same thing I'm hearing. I really don't know the answer. I wish it was more organized. It just seems to be kind of a random thing. I will tell you, when I was on St. Thomas, when we were being driven to the beach, there was a big billboard there for the Virgin Islands ERAP program. So you could all go live on a Caribbean island and get your rent paid for you, which would make me very happy. I imagine that a lot of those people are employed in the tourism industry, and that got shut down for a while. So I'm sure they were in need of some help. So I think that's all I have. Has anybody else got any questions?
Yeah, when you talked about a person paying off their court orders, whatever you won for us in court, doesn't the landlord have a responsibility to file something with the courts that says that it's been satisfied?
Yes, under the rules, you're supposed to file a satisfaction of judgment. We will
Yeah.
file that at no additional charge on evictions that we've done. We can pop those right on there. But if you have a different lawyer, make sure you tell them, or if you're doing it yourself, make sure you file satisfaction. All you have to do is put the heading of the case, Dwayne Stiers versus John Lee, and the case number and everything. And say, comes now plaintiff and acknowledges to the court that the judgment has been satisfied in full. And the courts will index it and everything. It will appear on CaseNet within a few days, hopefully. And that way a new landlord or creditor checking that can see that that was paid off.
I got an easier way, Kathy.
What?
I just call my attorney and say, hey, it's done.
Yeah.
and then you guys file it.
Right. We're happy to do those for judgments that we got. It's very easy and we don't charge you. And like I said, we're just trying to encourage that behavior going forward for people to pay. So we want to reward the people that pay and put their satisfaction on file and make it known to everybody else that they might be worthy of another chance. Okay. I think that's it for me. You guys can go back to your powerhouse real estate deals. I hope the market is still hot. And I'll see you the beginning of February.
Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate it very much.
Oh, by the way, if anybody's trying to call me, my voicemail's broken. I'm not sure if I want to get it fixed or not, but no, we're trying to get it fixed. But if you call me and you can't leave me a voicemail, email me and I'll get back to you.
You're still on island time.
Yes.
Got it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
See you
Thanks.
later.
All right. That's great. There's a question for you, Dave. David Soto. Oh, you just answered that.
Just
Okay.
answered it.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Amber was, and any new laws, Bruce? I don't think there's any new laws. There was something I know that she sent out a while back. I think they're going to raise the sheriff's fee to $46 to serve you now. I think I'll have to double check on that. That's about the only thing I heard of. And I don't know if it's actually a law. That was something they just talked about doing. Other than that, I don't think anything's changed that I know of. Does anybody else know of anything? Okay.
Well, I know they've submitted a record number of laws at the state, so we'll see what happens with that. Don't know any details on any of them, but I will be going to our realtor meeting next week, and part of our group that I'm belongs to is advocacy. So if anything comes up, I'll share that the following week.
Great. Thank you, David. That'd be excellent. Anybody have anything they want to buy or sell or need help with anything? We've got a lot of members on here and a lot of guests that a lot of expertise. I'll put it that way.
What is a good way to find absent homeowners, vacant homeowners?
To find people when they're hiding?
Yeah, the house is vacant, been vacant for years, but it say that someone lives there. The homeowner, when you pull up it on the taxes, it say they live there, but they don't.
Well, kind of a quick way, you could look at the county's website and see who the property's the owner is, and then look for the mailing address. One of the things that I like to use, a free service, is the truepeoplesearch.com, and they'll give you a lot of information. If you use the free stuff, it's really good. There's paid stuff like everything that you can go look at, but it's you can pay for a lot of stuff. I don't, unless it's something that really serves me and I get a lot out of. Though I use the free services all over. But yeah, Laura just put a link in there. Laura Lennington. Good to see you, Laura, or hear from you. But that's a good free site, and that'll tell you a lot of stuff, like even emails, possible relatives, a few other addresses, sometimes even a cell phone number. I got a cell phone number off of that last year on some property next to mine that I was trying to buy from a guy in Virginia. And he was kind of surprised I got his phone number. I verified it with the association, but before I called him. But you never know what you're going to find on there. It's not 100% accurate, but it's really good.
Okay, thanks.
So,
Hi, John. This is Sandra Holtmeyer. I have a
Hi.
property off market that will be coming available soon. We'd like to wholesale it first, but we might put it on the MLS. So it's the address is 4044 Cleveland. It's in the Shaw neighborhood. It's currently a duplex. I think the highest and best use for that is to convert it to a single family, and the ARV on those is anywhere from this year, 486 to 586. They're really, but it needs a lot of work. It's a total gut rehab. Don't have an asking price yet because I have a partner on it. We're getting the tenants out next week. So, but if anyone's looking for something like that, they can reach out to me directly. I'll put my phone number in the chat, but it's a great rehab. It's just bigger than I normally do. So
great. Sounds like a great opportunity, Sandra. Thank you. Yeah. If you don't mind putting your information that you'd like people to get a hold of you at. It could be your first real nice project of the year for someone. Excellent.
Pat, I've got a question. My name's Demetrius. I'm currently a home remodeler and wanting to go ahead and convert over into real estate investing. And I've been riding around and driving for dollars and just not sure on the process for that. Is there any good books that I could read that, would help me out with that? I got a list of like 50 or 60 addresses, and what is, for me, I guess the question is what to do with it.
Are you trying to wholesale it, or are you looking for a project?
I'm looking for either or. If I can get it and it works out to be a wholesale, or if I can get it and it works out to be a rental, either or even a fix and flip. I don't mind.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of information out. A lot of things out there. If you want to send me an email, I can give you some stuff that we give out on our site. You're not a member, it sounds like.
I am a member.
You are a member of our group?
Yep.
Okay, well, then you got a lot of information available to you. If you want to send me an email, though, I'll go ahead and send you some stuff, particularly to get you started, if you'd like to do that.
Okay.
You got to.
Thank you.
But that's,
Sorry about that.
anybody else want to say anything to Demetrius here? Okay, there's a lot of information. There's a lot of good books. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I'll send you just a couple things. And what you really need to do is just narrow down what you want to do. Have your focus on what you want to do. The best advice I could give you, pick one thing and learn that. If you want to be a wholesaler, or you have a background, in rehabbing, things like that, if that's what you want to do, then stick with that. But you have some other knowledge that you could bring to the table, and maybe work with a wholesaler like Sandra Holtmeyer. She's a wholesaler. Laura Lennington's a good wholesaler also. We have a lot of people, members and people in our group, even guests that tune in every week. And this is a great place for information for you. information for you.
Okay, thank you.
So, yeah, Bruce said Chris Cleawine. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while. He's another good big wholesaler here in St. Louis, also St. Louis area. Anybody else got anything they'd like to talk about? Anything else for sale? We had some really good stuff so far this morning.
So, John, this is Denise Johnson. I'm actually a long distance investor. I'm investing obviously in St. Louis, but I live in Portland, Oregon. Have a couple of questions. My first question is, what is the process time now for evictions? What are you experiencing? That's the first question. And the second one is just to let people know I'm looking for small multifamily, 2 to 4 units. Moderate rehab, not necessarily looking for full guts at the moment, but happy to share my information if anyone has any properties that they have coming online. Again, 2 to 4 units, looking to buy properties in that range. So if you can give me some insight as to what's going on in terms of the eviction process. I was expecting a little bit more information. I have one I'm having to deal with now with my property manager.
That's actually probably a better question for Kathie Davis, who was with us earlier.
Hey, John,
Yes.
I
Amber?
can probably take that one because I
Okay.
just had an eviction. Yeah.
That'd be
So
great.
I actually use Kathie for the eviction. So I'm guessing, but I can give you my experience because it was in the city. So it may be a little bit different if it's in the county, but the eviction, we set the date, and then I would say within a month, we had the court date. And then based on what I told them, which was I just wanted the property back. I wasn't really concerned with the money or the back rent. They worked out a deal between the tenant and the judge, basically, that gave the tenant another month. So all in all, I would say about 2 months it took to get the property back.
Okay, great. That's helpful. Thank you. Yes, and it is in the city. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Amber. That's very helpful. Anybody else? Let's see here. Somebody, who was it? Raquel needs a contractor to help with a few home improvements. Can you unmute yourself, Raquel, and tell us what you're looking for? That's it. Maybe you're where you can't talk. Okay, well, she's got her phone number in there. If any contractors are looking for some work right now, Raquel Henderson is 636, let's see here, 675-9028. Okay, you're trying to unmute. Okay, well, if you get it unmuted, you can just feel free to say what you're looking for. Here's Denise looking for 2 to 4 units. Some rehab needs, so make sure you jot down her phone number there, 503-819-4576. So all right.
Hi, John. Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
We are hoping to work on a rehab this spring, summer, and it still has the old sewer pipes. I don't know if that's galvanized or iron pipes or whatever that is in South City. Would the group here recommend replacing those with a new PVC pipe? Or should we have those inspected to see what the inside looks like? But they are probably original.
Great question. Does anybody have any insights on that?
I would get them inspected first. I've had some old clay tile on a project I was doing in the city. It's clay tile pipe. And I thought that they may have been cracked, and they were not. They were actually pristine. So I would definitely get them inspected. I got to log into my laptop so I can put my information in. I'm actually on a Zoom call on my phone, and it will not allow me to text. So I'm gonna log in on my laptop and put my information in. I've got a good contact, the guy that charges about, I think it's $1 to $1.50 for the sewer lateral inspections. And yeah, he'll shoot you the whole report, get you the video. You can keep it all in email and in your file.
Perfect. That's excellent.
Perfect. That's excellent.
Mhm. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Raquel was looking for kitchen counters, painting, drywall holes, bathroom fixtures replaced. Okay. So if anybody has, did you? Yeah, you had your information in there. Okay, we got your phone number. Let's see, we'll share that. Let's see here. 2 to 4. Denise is looking for 2 to 4 units, some rehab work. And then we got, and she's got her information. So please jot that down. Then we got, let's see here. John Collins, he's looking for a lender who does FHA loans. Would this be for a loan for yourself, John? Is that what you're looking for? Is that the reason you're doing FHA loans, or are you looking for something to do some, like a, what is that one, 203K, I believe it is, to fix them up? Or what? I know we have, we do have some people, let's see, Rob, let's see. I don't know if they don't do FHA loans though. I just wonder what the reason is you're looking for an FHA loan. Can you unmute yourself, John? Can you do that and tell us what's going on with that?
Yeah. Hi.
Hey.
Yes, for myself. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. If anybody's got anything.
John, I have a really good lender I'll put in the chat. And for everybody else, he has a good new lender program for investors where you can put as little as 15% down, and he does fix and flip loans too. So I'll put his name in the chat. It's John Stiles with Threshold Mortgage. He's been really good for some of my investors.
Great. Thank you. John, would you say his name, or you'll put it in the chat? Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Sandra. Actually, I was going to contact you. Appreciate that.
Okay, and then let's see, we got Melody's looking for plumbers that work in the city. Also helpful if they can handle cabinet install. Does anybody know anybody that's a plumber that can work in the city? I'm assuming you'll need permits pulled and that type of thing is what it sounds like. You want to put your contact information in there that you'd like to share with us, Melody? Demetrius, he's a rehab contractor, so you may want to reach out to him, Melody. Respire. Here we go. Okay. And here's Melody's contact information. She's got in here too. So might want to jot that down. Anybody else have anything they're looking for or working on?
Seeds in there. I'm getting ready to take off.
If you take that card out of here right now, I gotta carry this stuff up by hand.
I think we got somebody in the background there.
If you still have the card, you can.
Okay. All right. Here's Dennis McCarty. A cash buyer looking for a single or multifamily in South County that's not MLS listed. Does anybody have anything there? Or is anybody looking for anything? That's a good one for wholesalers there.
Yeah, Dennis, if you'd like to share directly or in the chat your email address and phone number, I mean, I can add you to my list. I'm sure that's what others would want as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dennis, I think you used to be a member of our board a few years ago. Good to see you or hear from you. Yeah, let's see. Do you have anything, Laura, you want to share with us today?
No, not right now.
Not right now?
No, everything's spoken for. Had several closings last week, so I need to get more deals underway, but no, I don't have anything super interesting at this point.
Okay. Well, thank
All
you.
right, thanks.
Mhm. Let's see. Yep, and Tammy wants to be added to your list, Laura, so there you go.
Got it. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay. Anyone else got anything that they want to share with us today? Either way, this is your opportunity. This is a great time.
I will speak up and share something. So like so many of the other people who've been sharing, I mean, I'm looking for deals as well. I'm looking to get into multifamily for myself this year, so I'm really interested in that. Of course, I have a ton of wholesale experience. I've done more deals than I've kept track of. So, but here's something that sets me apart. Feel free to reach out to me for anything in Missouri for sure. But I also live and work in Illinois, and I'm a licensed agent in Illinois and Missouri, but being licensed in Illinois allows me to wholesale. So if you have any properties, or if you know of anybody that has any investor properties that they need help moving, I'd be more than happy to take a look at the property and let them know what I could do to potentially help. Again, that just set me apart from most people on this call, since I do work on the Illinois side of the river. I live in Edwardsville, but I also do work anywhere between Madison County, St. Clair County, over to St. Charles County. I'm all over the place, but that includes Illinois. So I will put my contact info in the chat as well, in case you want to reach out to me for any reason.
Thank you, Laura. And this is a great place too to bring any of your deals, like Sandra did on Fridays here. We do meet every Friday. So if you got something you want to just share with the group before it goes to the MLS or whatever, this is a great place to do it. Buy, sell. This is a good place to do it right here. And it's a safe environment. You're with people that we only share with our group pretty much here, unless you choose to share it with other people. So that's it's somewhat confidential in that, in that respect. So anybody have anything else they'd like to share with us? You got anything you want to buy or sell, or you got anything that need help with? This is a great place to find people, contractors, or things you do too, to share with the other group, with the rest of the group. Here, Demetrius just put in the sewers check. This is a good one to have, and that sounds like a pretty reasonable cost to me. And that's something I would probably do too before I would just go replacing anything, is find out what your condition is. Because a lot of things, I know a lot of our whole area is really ancient plumbing things. You can get yourself into a lot of money if you don't know what you're doing, or if you don't have the right people involved. So. And here's Alex sharing Joshua Plumbing, licensed in the city, county, and Illinois. That sounds like a good one to have. Joshua Plumbing there. Thank you, Alex. And then here, Tammy, she used John Byron Plumbing. They only work in the city and they don't do emergency calls. Okay, but they're great guys. That's always good. There's another one if you have something in the city. Okay, anybody else got anything they want to share with us today? Everybody just got all the money they need and all the things, all the resources too, huh? So the rest of us are doing great.
Do anybody on here do turnkey?
Turnkey, what do you mean by that, Marvel?
Like a ready to move in rental.
Rental, okay. Anybody got anything like that?
Like a rent to own.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you want to put your information in there? And what you're looking for, and anybody that comes across something can jot it down. I know a lot of times we may not have something, on the call right now, but things come up all the time. So that's just something we keep in mind. What area are you looking at? And and what kind of property are you looking for? 2, 3 bedroom, 5 bedroom?
I'm probably like a 2-bedroom, 2 and 3.
Okay.
What part of town are you looking?
Like St. John. U City, St. John.
Okay.
I don't know of anything in particular, but I know you're on these calls and you often ask that question. So certainly keep you in mind.
All righty, thank you.
And I guess here I'll put my video on. Sorry, I'm on top of a roof. So I just introduced myself. My name's Scott Winkleman, and I have been in the group for, I don't know, I guess since we've been virtual, but looking to, cash buy South City, Florissant area, but also West County, looking for our own house, looking for value add fixer-uppers. Also looking to, I've been talking to John Lee a little bit about seller finance, creative financing, creative deals with people. And so if anybody comes across any seller finance or subject to deals, if you're a wholesaler, I'm certainly interested. Maybe I'll reach out to, I think it was Sandra on the Shaw. Sandra, is that, I kind of missed that. Is that your property or are you wholesaling it? I hope I have the name right. Anyway, I'll give her a call.
I think we might have lost Sandra on there.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks everybody.
Hey, Scott, are you able to tell us your phone number or email?
Yeah, I'll put that in the chat.
Thank you, Scott. Be careful up there.
Always do.
Excellent. Anybody else got anything today? There's a lot of good things here. In fact, I can't write it all down. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the replay, which we'll have up. I should have the transition done this afternoon. They're usually on the website for the members, the replays by Monday. Sometimes he gets them in on Friday, but sometimes he doesn't. But I'll do the best I can to get it up today. If you need to know anything in the meantime, if there's something that we have any notes on, you can always reach out to me or anybody else that put their information in there. Here's Scott's here. Raquel needs some doors replaced too, it looks like. So she's got quite a bit going on there, it sounds like.
Dimitri, do you do retaining walls?
I don't. I don't touch landscaping.
That's what. So you good at doing tile?
Yeah, I can do tile pretty much anything inside of a house, outside of a house. I started out as a union carpenter, residential, then made my way over into commercial and became a journeyman, ran work as a foreman, and now I started my own company. I've been in business since 2013. So I know a house well.
So you a master carpenter? That old term?
Right. I mean, I wouldn't say master carpenter. I don't really know any master carpenters, even in the union. But yeah, I'm room additions, I'm your guy. Remodels, I'm your guy. I haven't worked on new builds since I was in the union. So So, but anything other than that, a new build, yeah, we can roll. And that includes tile, that includes carpet, doors, windows, drywall, mud, tape, paint.
Can
all
you
of
make
that.
a door from scratch?
I've done that before as well. Yep.
Okay, because I don't need the rinky dink doors they sell in the stores. Nope, they ain't even a real door.
Well, you may be able to find some solid core doors are pretty good, but I can take a look at your situation.
All right, I have your number.
All right.
And if you want to reach out to me as well, Scott Winkleman, my contact's in the chat. I do a little bit of home remodeling. I'm kind of a one-man crew right now, so I'm not able to take on a ton of stuff, and I'm trying to work on my own stuff as well. So trying to work out the kinks on the business plan, but I've got a good landscaper that might be able to help you out with that. What part of town is that?
Oh, St. Louis, North St. Louis County.
Okay, great. Yeah, just give me a call or send me an email.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you. Anybody else got anything they'd like to, they're looking for or looking to do? Looking
Hey,
to
Scott,
sell?
I'm gonna jot your information down as well. There may be some projects where we can collaborate. So you'll be hearing from me as well.
Yes, sir. You beat me to it. Look forward to connecting. I already took a screenshot of your number.
Great. Okay, anybody else got anything today? A lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good networking here. Okay. Anybody else? See, Jim Choi just snuck in a little bit ago. You got anything you want to say, Jim? Got you a new background. I see you're at the lake, is it? Okay, I guess he don't want to tell us, or he can't unmute, so that's all right.
Sorry about that. I was muted.
That's okay.
No, I was going to say, remind everybody about our in-person meeting on the 18th.
Uh-huh.
And for my background, it's a picture I took at a seaplane base up in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, when I was up there for a big air show they had this summer.
Nice.
So no, it's not my plane.
No?
But, no. But
did you take yours?
Excuse me?
Did you take yours up to Oshkosh?
No, I didn't fly up there. I drove because I had so much stuff in my car, coolers and everything else. I camped out. And I'm kind of glad I didn't fly, because friends of mine that did fly up there had to leave in the middle of the week because there was a big thunderstorm came in on Wednesday night with hail and everything else.
Oh, no.
And luckily it missed us by about 3 miles, but they didn't want to take a chance. So they left. I figure hail damaged my car. I can live with that, but not on my airplane.
Not the plane, no. Oh.
Not on my airplane. So
oh my.
It's just easier to drive up there. I'm going to go again this July. One of the biggest air shows there is, really.
Yeah, they've had that for how many years now? That goes back decades.
Yes, a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Excellent.
But no, the only thing I've got is, like I said, remind everybody about our in-person meeting on the 18th.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned that, but yeah, that's at the live is at Moolah, and it's David O is what we say, but I don't know how to say his name. David Owenanian. Okay. He was a software engineer that turned full-time real estate investor, and he's going from big debts to financial freedom. He's going to tell us about that, which would be really good. If at all possible, please show up live. It's always best live. We are going to have it on Zoom though. So feel free to sign up for that if you can't make it live, and we'll have the replay available for the members. let's see. And then on the 19th, we also have the how to do short-term rentals with a self-directed IRA. This is virtual only. This is on the 19th Wednesday with Equity Trust. This is a workshop, so be sure you're ready. That's at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8 o'clock Central Time. So I don't know if I mentioned the other one. Our regular meeting on the 18th is 6:30 to 9 o'clock. So we'll get started right at 6:30, probably sharp on that. You'll probably be able to tune in a little bit early if you're virtually, but definitely show up early live so you have some time for networking there. So
I was just curious, they still doing the live considering the Omicron or whatever the anime name they got this time?
yes, the Moolah Shrines facility that we're at now, it's a really big place. It's really nice. They have lots of room. There's lots of tables, so there's plenty of space there. And I know they are taking a lot of precautions. It's really a nice place. If you haven't been there and you feel like you want to go, I would definitely do that. If not, though, you are still welcome to tune in on Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, it's big enough that you can spread out, and if you want to sit near anybody, you don't have to sit near anybody.
Yep.
It's pretty big.
That was good to know that it was big.
Yeah.
Cause I'm in the medical field and I work with a lot of elderly people, and I'm my mother caregiver, so I have to be extra cautious.
Understand.
Are you going to have anything available for sale for a good price, Jim?
I believe Lloyd and Dan should be bringing books and CDs and maybe some cassette tapes if anybody still has a cassette tape player. But for anybody that wants some books, there are books that members have donated to the organization, and we sell them anywhere from free to $20. And some of these were originally thousands of dollars if you buy a whole course. So yeah, $5-10 for most things. And like I said, there's some free things too. And I usually set a table up at the back of the room. So come and visit, and maybe there's something you want.
Well, Demetrius, there's some information for you. It's good stuff too. I will tell you, some of the stuff that I've bought over the years for several $1,000s is available for what, $20 maybe, something like that. I mean, some of this stuff is really amazing. And not all of it's cassettes either, even though it's still the same information. But
I bought a pretty good landlord book from there. It was about $5. It's a guide on how to be a landlord, a pretty thick book. I haven't gotten all the way through it, but now I got to get to that phase. So now when we had that meeting, I looked.
So Demetrius is a satisfied customer.
Yeah, it is all good stuff. It's most of the things is our members have donated to the cause, I want to say, because this helps a lot of people that were not able to either attend live or be able to afford some of the bigger programs. I know personally, I've spent a lot of money on programs. I don't, some are better than others, but this is a good way to test it out and just see what you like. And if you didn't spend a lot of money, in fact, you spend $5, if it's something that doesn't serve you well, you can bring it back and donate it back, and then somebody else can buy it. Jim would love to put it back in inventory too, probably.
Yeah. I'd really love to sell everything.
It's all good stuff, and there is a lot of free stuff too, isn't it right, Jim?
Yeah, there's a lot of free stuff.
Yeah.
And if you buy a lot, I'll give you a quantity discount.
Oh, that's a good incentive.
Yeah.
You might even get some snacks and a water or a refreshment too while you're there. It's no charge.
No extra charge.
Yes.
We give quantity discounts because Lloyd and Dan don't want to haul the stuff back home with them.
Yeah, Dan's garage is still not able to park in, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Well, thank you. Anybody else got anything they want to share today? If not, we've had a pretty good session today, and I appreciate everybody tuning in and all the shares. We've had a lot of good things, a lot of good information. We'll get this up. I myself am gonna personally have to watch the replay because I couldn't write all the things down in my notes, but I'll have that up as soon as I can. If anybody else needs to know anything, just feel free to reach out anytime. Otherwise, we'll look forward to seeing you Tuesday and then again on Wednesday. All right. Well, thank you again, guys. We'll see you next week. Same time, same bat channel.
Thanks, John.
All right. Bye, guys.